Sit up here. Does it feel like we got everything set up? Let's push this back a little bit. So it's a bit curved here. Okay. Everything's a little bit wonky. Okay. Alright, I think I should be good. That's how we do it. Okay. So WrestleMania Backlash. I appreciated it. I liked it. It was good. And if you haven't seen my predictions live stream, I made every prediction based off of logic, and all of them were correct. I'm going to go through all of the matches to tell you what happened if you did not catch it. But obviously, you probably did. So, jump straight through it. So, obviously, we did know that we were going to get another match because why the hell not? Kickoff show, it was Sheamus versus Ricochet. Open challenge, US title on the line. Well, what I noticed is that Ricochet actually had some like Rocky type gear. You know, he came out like he wasn't wearing like some like suit, which is fascinating because that's not literally what Ricochet's character is. You know, his character's like all dressed up, you know, in a suit. He usually does what Rey Mysterio does like a gimmick thing. And I'll get to Rey Mysterio, his little gimmick outfit, or well, I wouldn't say gimmick outfit, I would just say attire. But there's meaning behind it, I think. I think there's meaning behind it. But Ricochet did like a Rocky type, you know, because he had pants on, he had tape around his hand, so like just there's that. But when I first heard about this match, it came like minutes, like boom, right? Like then that just came out that Sheamus was issuing an open challenge. So immediately I knew that if any match like this happened, Sheamus is my pick. What was supposed to happen was WWE was supposed to do Humberto Carrillo versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. Unfortunately, Humberto Carrillo suffered an injury because Sheamus's heavy ass fell on his legs. I do hope his legs are recovering. I hope Humberto Carrillo's all right. Sheamus is doing fine. But that was my prediction. I think Sheamus was it. And I want to make it also very clear. I didn't think I said it in my other live stream. But when it comes to kickoff matches, I usually do this because I feel like sometimes there's no titles being defended at like a kickoff show. So when there's no titles on the line, I do not count those as like prediction base because there's no champions being like changed, some title being changed. And really, honestly, in a sense, there's really no story to it. There's nothing to it. It's just to have a kickoff. It's just to have a match. When there is a title on the line, I do count it because there is a chance that there might be a new champion. We've seen it many times before. So I try to add that in there. Now, if the match itself on kickoff is to be, extended to like another match. So example would be Elimination Chamber. We saw a match with Fatal 4-Way. The winner, because of Keith Lee not being there, still don't know where that man is. John Morrison showed up and in the Fatal 4-Way, and he was there. He won. And he got to be added to that triple threat match with Bobby Lashley and Riddle, Elimination Chamber. So something like that's probably an exception. But anything other than that, like championships, are the only exception. So I will tell you who I think will win, but it's a kickoff. It's nothing special. Anyway, Sheamus won. Sheamus retained the United States Championship. He defeated Riddle, or not Riddle. He defeated Ricochet because that's what Sheamus does. But there was something funny at the end of the match. Something funny. Ricochet took Sheamus's coat and fedora. Took his coat and fedora and started dancing with it. He just started dancing. He even he literally dabbed. If you guys don't know, like he dabbed. It was just so utterly like ridiculous. So I guess WWE's got something planned with Ricochet and Sheamus, but to add him back is just I don't know. I don't know what to make of it really. But yeah, that's what happened. Ricochet literally took Sheamus's coat and fedora and started dancing in it. Like, you know, when I saw him wear the fedora and put the coat on, like he put the coat on. Like he put the coat on. So how Sheamus wears it, usually there you see the brown on the inside. Well, he had that inside out. So he was just looking like a goofball dancing with it on. I don't know where this is going to lead. Obviously, more open challenges will be issued, but that's what's up with the kickoff, man. Sheamus wins the match, retaining it. I got that right on my phone here. I even have a whole list of my predictions. So, or well, actually the results. We got our first match of the show. We open up with the triple threat match. Something that I thought before I even after I got off of the first live stream from predictions, I said that maybe this match will be the first match, and it was good. It was good that they did it because I feel like this should have been the start. It started off great. It ended the way I predicted. If you didn't see my other live stream, I predicted that Rhea Ripley would pin Asuka. Did I not say that? I think I did. Charlotte Flair booted Asuka in the face. Rhea Ripley took Asuka, hit the Riptide, and pinned her for the victory. This now gives Charlotte an opportunity. Because we did not see Becky. I do hope to see on Raw, especially with the lights and stuff. Do gotta love that. But I do hope Becky comes back, returns on Raw. Maybe a special little return would be nice. But something for Rhea Ripley would be Charlotte Flair next. I think they need to have their own match next pay-per-view because a lot of people questioned why Asuka was being the one to be pinned. It made sense. Think about it. Asuka, literally, her with Sasha Banks and Bayley, carried 2020 on their backs while COVID was still going. So, in hindsight, there is logical explanation for why Asuka got pinned. There is no need to ask, oh, why'd she get pinned? Or why wasn't it Charlotte? Bro, Charlotte is so great at cutting promos. Charlotte is not taking the pin. Asuka's carried 2020 on her back with Sasha and Bayley. She's getting pinned. We need to put her over. We're done with her. We're moving on with Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley comes out with a victory here, retaining her title. And really, I don't care if you guys wanted Charlotte to win, because that was my other choice. Regardless, Charlotte would have been perfectly. And she even tried to pin both of them, but it was so awkwardly. She didn't even do what Roman did, stacking on top, and she didn't even do that. It was just so weird. If you hear the squeaking, it's my chair. So, but yeah, you just had a bunch of hits left and right. That's what I kind of like about triple threat matches, when one person goes after this person, and the other person comes in, and it just goes in like an effect, just goes in like a triangle form. It's just that's the thing I like about it. I don't know if you guys like the triple threat matches like that, but I do. I just don't like that there's too many triple threat matches. Before we got into the show itself, we saw a backstage cut of Dominic Mysterio going to talk to his father. I don't know why they were separated, but that's what that. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode showed up, blocking Mr. Dominic from going to his father. You don't belong here. You don't belong in the big leagues, boy. So during kickoff earlier in the day, they actually attacked him. That's why his ribs were hurt. That's why he came out late. Rey Mysterio, you obviously saw, in the doctor's room with him. Oh, you're fine? Stand up. Nope, sit down. Guess I'm gonna have to go it alone. And Rey Mysterio's costume here is actually, I think, I'm not saying that this is true or not. I think it was based off of the old. Have you ever watched the Adam West Batman? This is where I was going about gimmick, like the gimmick. I felt like looking at the costume itself, it had blue, gray, and yellow. That reminded me of the gimmick of Batman, Adam West Batman, because that was the colors he had. He had a gray suit, he had blue and yellow on him, and I felt like Mysterio's gimmick was supposed to be, or like outfit was supposed to be a copy of Robin, which is nice. We did know, we know the Mysterios did win, and I'm happy for them. And they kind of really spoiled it a little bit because one, they've hyped it up to be like some father son being the first tag team champions, and then they I think who said it? Who said I think it was Michael Cole. Who said that Aaliyah and Ray's wife are watching in the back. They're literally watching in the back. So that right there told me that I don't know why. Okay, it doesn't matter. Alright, I don't know why they said that, but they did say it. So obviously I feel like that spoiled it because obviously if they're sitting watching in the back, they're expecting them to win. That's how I knew, like, oh, they're in the back watching? You just spoiled the match. Like, that's how you know they're gonna win. You got the whole family here watching. Shh. But guys, didn't I tell you? What? I also made it exposed on WWE SmackDown. Look at their champions now. Look at all their champions now. You have Roman Reigns, family, Apollo Crews, history, Bianca Belair, representation with history. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, now Rey Mysterio and Dominic, family. The Women's Tag Team Champions, Natalya and Tamina, legacy, family. Family and history. What did I say? I said that this would happen. After Rey Mysterio tagged in, his son, Dominic obviously capitalized and hit Roode with a frog splash. There's only one person who really does the frog splash, and that is Mr. Montez Ford from the Street Profits. So I would love to see a tag team match between them. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. Hopefully, I do mean hopefully, we do see tag team action between the Street Profits and the Mysterios. I hope and pray that they win. Hope and pray. Please. Please, God, please make this happen. Please, WWE, please capitalize on it. Next match was a lumberjack match. And if you were freaked out like I was, yeah, I was freaked out. Damian Priest came out with The Miz, and well, as we've seen this, we see some zombies. If you guys don't know, obviously Backlash was presented by Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder's film starring Batista. So you will see you see that there. And what we got is, well, some of Batista's little friends from the movie. The zombies were the lumberjacks. And well, as they pulled Donnie, not Donnie, Donnie Drip Drip, Johnny Drip Drip, as they pulled him down, as the zombies pulled him down into the depths of whatever behind the barricades. And yes, they were actually zombies. Damian Priest was able to counter, hit him with the clap from behind, hit the lights on the Miz, tell him to go to bed, sit your ass down, boy, go to sleep, go to bed, it's past your bedtime. Damian Priest coming in with a victory, and I almost went Miz, guys. I just want to also say, too, I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream that Miz and Drew McIntyre won. No joke, no joke. I had no, I'm not lying to, well, I would not lie. Not lying. This actually happened. I had a dream that the Miz won and that Drew McIntyre won. Seeing holding championship in a dream. And I was like, what? How is that true? How did that come about? I don't know. But I knew this all fake. Once I saw Damian Priest win, I was like, oh, thank God. It was just a dream. But yeah, Johnny Drip Drip got pulled down. He's now a zombie. And then after the match, all the zombies went and piled on Miz. So like it was like Miz started Miz, like, part of the football league, got a fumble. Miz. Damian Priest got out of there actually, and they both together fought the zombies too in the Lumberjack match. So it really felt like, and then there was Tall Zombie, and Damian Priest was like, get the hell out of here. Freaking went on the steps and kicked them. Next match was Bianca versus Bayley. So that match was actually good too to watch. I wasn't really watching actually at the time. I was on my phone. But towards the end, all of the matches were great. This one though, this match alone got me thinking, there was a botch finish on this match. I'll explain. The botch finish was a roll-up. The whole point was to use the hair. That was literally for Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair was supposed to roll up and use her hair to get some leverage on Bayley. It somewhat worked. But as Bianca tried to use her hair to pin Bayley, she slipped. She slipped with her hair, and her hair got, was off, but she still held on to this a little bit. Wasn't even holding onto the leg, so Bayley had to, like, keep her leg up as, like, Bianca was just like, what the hell are you doing, Still got the 1, 2, 3. She's still your champion. Bianca Belair retains, not giving it to Bayley. I even texted WWE, say, who do you want to win, Bayley or Bianca? And I'm like, Bianca Belair will win. If Bayley wins, I'm rioting. I will riot. So, yeah, there's that for you. But still, Bianca Belair is your champion. Got that prediction right. We're moving on to what could just be one of the, I wouldn't say best, I don't even want to say greatest. One of the good triple threat matches of Backlash, or one of the good triple threat matches within both of them. So, you had Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And oh my God, guys, was I scared for Bobby Lashley when he got thrown through that LED board. Oh my God. Let me just sum it up to you. As Drew McIntyre Claymore kicked Braun, Lashley returned after being thrown through the LED board and spears Braun, pinning him for the victory. So yes, you're still WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. And they summed this up, the commentators summed this up to be Goliath versus King Kong versus the Hulk. And I'm just like, how are you going to sum that up? Like, I understand Goliath. I understand Godzilla. If I say Goliath, I mean Godzilla. Godzilla, King Kong. But it was more like David versus Goliath versus King Kong. Or no, versus Godzilla. Godzilla being Braun. King Kong being. Yeah, you get the whole picture. Anyway, it was a good triple threat match. I did like that they kind of pushed through everything here. I did love was Braun Strowman's little threw McIntyre down the ramp and then ran at him and then boom, slammed him right into the apron. So that was actually a pretty good one that I liked. The another one was the towards the end. Drew was gonna go for a Claymore kick. He runs, he's lifted up and he's powerbombed through the table. That was actually pretty cool too. But on the day's work, it makes sense. It makes sense. I said that Bobby would pin Drew. I was wrong. Jinder didn't even get involved, so that's good too. But like I said, Bobby was coming out with a victory. I didn't think he'd pin Braun though, especially with the fact that you could do another match with him. But within this meantime, actually within in here, we got our next pay-per-view. It's not Money in the Bank. It's Hell in a Cell. Wow. So, I guess they're not doing Money in the Bank because of the failure they did the last time. So, that means that we are either getting Money in the Bank in July or we're getting Extreme Rules in July. One thing we are not getting is both because SummerSlam is happening in August. And if there's no SummerSlam, there's no point in watching. I don't know why the hell they're doing Hell in a Cell, which is fucking weird, but, you know, it's whatever. Our main event. This is one of the biggest main events that I love, and will probably be my favorite Backlash match ever. Roman Reigns versus Cesaro. Guys, you don't understand the amount of respect, the amount of, like, encouragement I want to give to Cesaro. I love Cesaro. He is my favorite wrestler, and I think I said this on my stream. I did. He is my favorite wrestler as of now, as of today, as of this point, moving forward. He is my favorite. He is the best. He is everything. He's my favorite wrestler in the WWE today. The amount of work he's put in to his matches, the amount of work he's put into performing in front of millions and the millions of people who watch WWE. He is a masterpiece. He's a perfectionist. He earns. But there's a problem. And through this match, I even had my hat off because I kind of got my hair cut in honor of Cesaro. But I am, you could say a diehard fan of Cesaro, but I'm actually a diehard fan of Triple H. As much as I don't talk about him. But I bring up Cesaro a lot because Cesaro is just one of those best in-ring performers. He's the greatest. Actually, no. Take that back. He's the best. He's not the greatest. He's the best. But as much as I wanted to be wrong, I said, please, God, please let me be wrong. Please let me be wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. Let Cesaro win. He deserves this Universal Championship, man. He deserves it. Roman Reigns got the upper hand, and, well, he squashed Cesaro. Roman blocked in the guillotine and, well, made this man pass out. Like, his whole head was purple. It looked like a grape. It just looked like a grape. After his utmost will, and I say will in just the utmost will to fight, Cesaro passed out to the guillotine applied by Roman Reigns. But wait, there's more. Roman did this without his brothers interfering. He did this, or not his brother's, his cousin. He did this without his cousins interfering. He did it the same way that he did it to Daniel Bryan, and he was going to beat him with everything that he could do, everything that he can. Cesaro fought with heart. He fought with passion. He fought with passion. He fought with courage. He did everything he could to keep the hope of him winning the championship alive. WWE actually put a poll out saying, "Can Cesaro win?" And I analyzed it, and I used the text because I am a geek for like English. There's a difference between can and will. Will Cesaro win it? If they asked, will Cesaro win the Universal Championship? The answer is no. Can Cesaro win the Universal Championship? Of course he can. He can, but will he? No. There's a difference. It's like saying will and will blank be able. Because will blank be able sounds like can. It's just not. Moving forward, I do hope that WWE continues with Cesaro. If not, move to Shinsuke Nakamura. Or if not, which I think this is WWE's plan, Shinsuke is going to feud with Corbin. Cesaro is going to probably be somewhere gone in the dust for a little bit. He probably won't be on the next show. He will still continue with Seth Rollins, though. That's probably the best. But Roman's next opponent will be Jimmy. Sorry. Jimmy versus Roman in a Hell in a Cell match. And the reason they're doing this is because of the past. This is his next opponent. It's Jimmy. Jimmy's position, I want to make sure you know Jimmy's position. If you think Jimmy is going to acknowledge Roman Reigns, he's not. That's not his position. That's Jay's position. Jay has already acknowledged Roman as the head of the table. Jimmy will not acknowledge Roman as the head of the table because Jimmy is not going to. Not yet. But he will. And the reason he will is because of his brother. Jimmy will not like what Roman Reigns does because he's nobody's bitch. But Jimmy will only be a part of Roman's faction because of Jay. That's it. It's because of Jay. If it's not because of Jay, he would not be a part of the group. He'd not be here. It just wouldn't happen. I have a lot of ounce of doubt that Jay will win the Universal Championship from Roman because I know he's going to put it on the line against him. Or Jimmy. Sorry, not Jay. Jimmy. Jimmy, if they did the I Quit match, Hell in a Cell match again, Jimmy's going to say I quit. You know he is. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he might stick to his guns and maybe, I don't even know if they're going to do that. But that's why they're doing Hell in a Cell. They want to get that all out there. But Roman retains. That is all the predictions that I got for you. Backlash, if I was to rate it from 1 to 10, probably an 8. And the two reasons I give it an 8 is because one, the name is WrestleMania Backlash. We are done with WrestleMania. You might as well just call it Backlash. And 2, there wasn't really that many matches. There were only 6 matches for the whole card. It lasted up to 10 o'clock. That's when I then hopped on here, started doing this, telling you predictions, and now I'm here. Moving forward, for all of the matches, before I get off here, Sheamus should go back to doing Humberto Carrillo or just continue with Ricochet. Rhea Ripley should go with Charlotte, have Asuka sit on the sidelines for a little bit. Not as a waiting block, though, because I don't want that to happen either. Dominic and Rey Mysterio should go into tag team action with the Street Profits. Maybe some other people out there could face them too. Then have them hold on to the titles at Hell in a Cell. Have them hold on to the titles at Extreme Rules. Have them lose at SummerSlam. And this makes more sense than ever to lose them at SummerSlam. I'll tell you why right now. Because, hello, if you don't remember, Rey Mysterio and Dominic have history at SummerSlam. So if they lose at SummerSlam, it makes kind of sense. They walk in as champs at SummerSlam, they lose, and they walk out losers at SummerSlam. It would be nice to have them retain at SummerSlam. Maybe in a ladder match. But, no. They'll probably lose at SummerSlam. I want them to hold a lengthy title run, and this will be it. Damian Priest, we need to get him out of the feud with Miz and all that. So stop all that. We need to start breaking up Miz and John Morrison. Bianca Belair. Well, we've already saw Raw Women's Championship triple threat match. We've already saw a WWE triple threat match. We've already seen the Universal triple threat match. You might as well do Bayley versus Sasha versus Bianca. Hell in a Cell. Like, there's no harm that can be done there, right? Bianca defeats the odds. Shit. Bobby Lashley continued to feud with Braun Strowman. Drew McIntyre, we can do something with you. I don't know. Feud with Ginger. Feud with Ginger. Ginger. Have Drew McIntyre feud with Jinder Mahal. Bobby Lashley continue with Braun Strowman. That makes the most other sense. Roman Reigns continue. Let's do this new side quest since this is a freaking video game we got going on. Roman Reigns is this big boss. You're playing him. I hope this is actually a story you get to do like the W2K22. Actually, no, let's not do that. But we got this new side quest open up. We can start playing that. We can all do that, you know. So Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso for the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell. Hell, you want to make it better? I Quit match. Boom. You want to even make it better? Special guest referee? Jey Uso. Like, that's how it's going to go. But that's all right now for these matches. That's what's going to happen in the future. I do like to see other matches, too. But only time can tell, really. All I do know is that we're getting Intercontinental Championship next SmackDown, so stay tuned for that. Not only that, but I will give you my prediction right now for that match. And, well, it would be the same prediction that I'd have for this pay-per-view if I, did on my prediction video. That is being Big E wins, which is not the number one. But the number one is Apollo Crews winning. Apollo Crews retains because of that freaking... I mean Commander Aziz. Apollo Crews retains, or Big E wins. I know that. I don't see Kevin Owens winning. I don't see Sami Zayn winning. They're both in a feud. You just wanted to add them right in there. WWE just wanted to add them right in there because that's how it's going to go. Apollo Crews is escaping out champion. And then when we get to SummerSlam, hopefully by the time we get to SummerSlam, we can transition to Apollo versus Cesaro for the Intercontinental Champion. And that is when we get the big pop I want to do for Cesaro. I want to make one more little thing before I end this right now. Jey Uso and Seth Rollins came out after Roman Reigns' match. Jey came out to give Roman the lay. If you don't know what the lay is, obviously, it is this thing in Hawaiian. Or, well, basically, on islands, it's a lay. You put it around the neck. It means it's supposed to represent power or, family, in a sense. I think that's what it is. But then, out of nowhere, we got a Seth Rollins coming out. He comes out. He stares at Roman. He's just like, oh, what is this? Pick on Cesaro day? Oh, I'm gonna pick on Cesaro. We're past that point. So Jey actually attacked Cesaro before Rollins came out. Cesaro was already beat up, and Roman already defeated him. Seth came out and was like, oh, let's beat up Cesaro. Seth Rollins beats up Cesaro. Jey and Roman head to the back. We already got this ending. Seth Rollins takes a chair, puts it into Cesaro's arm, and he smashes it, leaving Cesaro down. And Mr. Seth Drippin' Rollins, like that to close the show. I know I didn't do a perfect little laugh of him, but he just told Cesaro, we're not through. And I think that's a good way to end it. Obviously, it made sense for nobody to come out and help Roman during his match. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm perfectly fine with it. If anybody else is, perfect. Tomorrow we got Raw. I'm not going to cut anything there. What I will do, though, is I think I'll do this little setup thing and tell you everything about Raw. My disappointments about it, because I know Raw sucks. But yeah. Time to go to sleep and then, wake up tomorrow and just go to school. I have a bunch of things to do tomorrow. So, I'll see you when I see you.